What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We are back on the Desolation map. And we're in front of the meatpacking plant yet again. Guys, today I want to get a big push on this meatpacking plant. I'm not going to say I'm going to finish it, but I'm going to try, guys. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to work as fast as I possibly can. That's what I do, guys. That's what I do. I build quick and I build efficiently. So that's what I'm going to try to do today. I have a lot of offices, kind of details to finish off in the offices and upstairs and the hallways and stuff like that. Then I'm going to work on the factory floor a little bit, get the ceiling done. And then I'm going to work on the front side. Okay, this meatpacking plant has a name, finally. I listened to all your suggestions, and there was a lot of good ones, but one came to mind that I thought of, and I thought it was probably the best one that I heard. So I'm going to go with that, and you're going to see what it is towards the end of this video. So I hope you guys are ready for that. Finally, this place has a name. It's been a while, actually, since this place, you know, had a face to the name, or a name to the face, or whatever. I don't care. Okay, anyway, today's Monday, so we're going to be building in fast forward motion as always. And of course, you know what that means is creative question of the week time, the time where I answer a creative question that you have put in the comment section below. Be sure to leave your comments right now. Think of a comment so that you can get on the series and, you know, shape the series in the way that you see fit. Okay, it's your chance to direct this series whichever way you want to go. All right, let's get into the question. Today's question was brought to us by Fight Fan, and he asks, what's your opinion on a feminist? I think he means feminism. Yeah. What's my opinion on feminism? Good question, Fight Fan. We're about to get into it. All right. I got some pretty strong opinions on this, so I hope you guys will listen to me. I really, guys, I would appreciate if you listen to my whole argument, the whole thing I have to say before you make judgments, before you put hateful comments or dislike the video. By the way, if you're going to dislike the video, please leave a comment. Why? I mean, it's not very productive. If you hear something or see something you don't like and you just dislike it and that's it, then you're not really giving me any feedback. You're not telling me what you didn't like. You're not making your voice heard. You're just being kind of negative, okay? So leave some creative criticism constructive criticism if you have any. All right, so what do I think about feminism? Okay, here we go. I think the feminists have it all wrong, guys. All wrong. They got it backwards, in fact. Okay? Backwards. And the same goes for the Black Lives Matter, the LGBT, the gay community, you know. They've got it all wrong. These groups feel like they're marginalized. They feel like they're not getting the fair end of the deal. They feel like they're kind of at a lower position in society and they don't have equal rights. So what do? They come out saying, we the lesbian gay community, or we the black community, or we the female community, we demand equal rights, okay? We want equal rights for us. That's what they come out saying, right? But in my mind, it doesn't make any sense. If they want to be treated as equals, why are they singling themselves out as individuals? Okay, I got into a discussion in the comment section with the person, and you know, he was like, "Well, you know, the black community is marginalized. You know, they're being subjugated, right?" And it's true. Of course, feminists don't earn equal pay. You know, they just got the right to vote. Like in the blink of an eye, in terms of history goes, they just got the right to vote. Females have been, you know, cast aside and beat down. They got the glass ceiling. They don't get promoted, and it's a travesty. It's horrible. Okay, and I commiserate with their plight 100%. I am on board with the feminists. I'm on board with the black community. I'm on board with the gay community. They all deserve equal rights. But if you're striving for equal rights, why are you saying that you're different? Why is the Black Lives Matter movement saying, okay, the police are being very brutal to us, the black community, so black people need more rights? When they should be saying, all people need equal rights. You know, in the argument I got into, the idea of racism came up. And you know what racism is, guys? Or sexism? Or homophobicism? you know what it is? It doesn't have a negative connotation to it. All it is, it means that someone views that sect of humanity differently. That's all racism or feminism or sexism is. right? It's viewing people of color as different, or viewing people with female genitalia as different. So the feminists are being sexist toward themselves. Rather than saying we are all equal, we all deserve human rights, they're saying females should be treated as a different part of society. And that's the opposite direction of where they're trying to go. They're shooting themselves in the foot. If you demand equal rights, then why wouldn't your platform be all human beings are equal? Why isn't that your platform? Why are you saying me, me, me? This egotistical thing. I don't care that black people are getting subjugated. People are getting subjugated. I think women need equal rights. No, you're being egotistical. You're being selfish. You're not seeing the bigger picture. You need to be fighting for human equality. That's what we all should be fighting for. Whether you're black, gay, or female, we should all be fighting for equality because every single human is born free and equal. We are all the same. We all come from the same place. We're all the same race. We're all the same species. We're all the same. But this separation that's been pummeled into us since birth, you hear it in movies, in TV, in radio, in songs, in books, in literature, everything is all about getting you to think that we're separate, to put people into these separate little boxes. When we don't belong in separate little boxes, we're all in the same box. And this is a technique that's been used by society in order to keep people down while keeping other people in control, in power. Okay? So the fight isn't men versus women or white versus black. The fight should be, let us all unite together so that we're all the same. And yes, like I said, yes, women are being, discriminated against. Black people are discriminated against. Gay people are being discriminated against. But we do not, guys, I repeat, we do not get equality by putting ourselves in our own little boxes. That's what they want. That's what they want you to say. So what would happen? I want you to imagine this. What would happen if every single minority group that was doing this egotistical battle against society for their own piece of the pie, Asians want equal rights, Mexicans want equal rights, Islam wants equal rights, whatever. What if all of these people came together in a fight, unified, to make sure that every single human being has the same access to the rights that they're born with? What kind of positive social change would we see? The world would be drastically different if everyone was equal. If there's no class, there was no gender bias, there was no skin color bias. Imagine if we were all free and everyone had an equal chance to succeed. This world would be a utopia, right? This world would be perfect as far as, equality goes. But people don't want to do that because they only see their selfish, egotistical problems. Okay? They don't want to unite and see the bigger picture. They only want to say, hey, we're getting discriminated against, so we demand these rights. No. Feminists do not need to be fighting for feminist rights. You need to be fighting for equal rights for all humans. And I know it seems like a fine line, what's the big difference? It's just wording, but it's not. Because like I said, when you say I'm a feminist, right? When a female says I'm a feminist, what is she saying? She's saying she's saying I am a female. I am different than you. Right there, she's saying I am different than you. But I want equal rights. So why would someone give someone who's different equal rights? Does that make sense? If she's saying she's different, but she wants equal rights, how does that make any sense? What she should be saying is, I am the same as you. I deserve the rights that you have. And this is where feminists and all these people are getting just lost. They're shooting themselves in the foot. They're on the right path, but they're going the wrong direction. I don't know why it's not obvious to people. It's obvious to me. If you want equal rights, treat yourself as an equal to the people you're trying to get the rights from. Okay? This is not rocket science. But instead, the Black Lives Matter group is saying the cops are being mean to us because we're different. We want special considerations. you're not going to get them because you just said that you're different. You just told the people with control that you're different. But if you make them see, you make them understand that you are not different, there is no separation. We're all one. We're all human beings. I think by now we all understand that there's no human being is better than another. Most of us understand that anyway. Do you understand that? I understand it. It's pretty simple to me. So when people say, you know, give me special considerations, it's like, no, you don't deserve special considerations. You deserve the same considerations as every single other person. Oh, I get so worked up about this because, you know, if you say you're anti-feminist, oh, things go bad for you. And I've seen it. I'm not anti-feminist. I think feminists should have the same rights, right? But I don't see them as different. And that's the whole point I'm trying to make. Just because they have different genitalia doesn't mean they're any different than me or any man on this world, okay? But they're trying to point out that they are. And so that's why they're having so much trouble. That's why there's so much struggle, because they're approaching this not from a position of love and understanding and respect. They're pushing their agenda from a position of hatred. Of, you know, they've been marginalized, they've been discriminated against, so they got this negative feeling in their heart, and they're trying to fight, you know, they're trying to fight against it. And whenever you face something with negativity or fear or hatred or anger, you're just you're hitting a brick wall. You're not getting anything positive done. The only way you can ever make positive change is if you approach the problem with love in your heart, with compassion, with empathy. That's the only way to make positive social change. Feminists are angry that they've been marginalized, so they hit the problem with like a hammer, you know. But what they need is compassion, and they need to understand that we're all the same. And once you figure out that we're all the same, you have no enemies. We're all in this together. And you know, all these little groups fighting for their own piece of the pie, if they were to come together to unite humanity as one rather than fighting each other, think of the change we could make. Now, it starts with you. You have no control over these feminists or these Black Lives Matter or these, you know, gay people. You have no control over them, but you have control over yourself. So you have to help them. Whether you are them or you're not them, you are them. Okay, so you must help them. You must treat every single person you encounter the same that you want to be treated yourself. Every single human being, from the gay black homeless man to the rich white politician, okay? Everyone is exactly the same, and you have to be the change. You have to treat people as equals. And when someone says, I'm a feminist, females deserve equal rights, you say, yes, but we all deserve equal rights. Tell them that. Make them see what I'm saying to you today, because you have a responsibility in this world to make the change. You have far more power than you could ever imagine. But it starts with you making that conscious decision to treat everyone equally. Treat everyone how you want to be treated. And if everyone were to do that, there's no telling where we would go. We would be an equal society full of love and happiness, and it would be utopia, basically. So get the dominoes falling, get the cogs in motion, get this thing rolling, guys. Treat everyone equally. See everyone equally in your eyes. All right, guys, so that's going to be the meatpacking plant. Weird segue, I know. I love these questions, guys. I love it. Keep them coming. Any question, no question is taboo, no question is off limits. So I'm pretty much done with the interior of this meatpacking plant. Got more details. Of course, I got to apocalypsize, okay? And the exterior is coming along. Got to do some parking lot stuff. But for the most part, this can't beat meatpacking. You can't beat meatpacking plant. Oh, I love it. I love it. Can't beat meat. Anyway, that's going to be the video for today. I'm going to do my classic pan out. I want to thank you guys for listening to the whole thing and, you know, commenting and having a discussion about this. If you feel a certain way, put it in the comment section. If you have the urge to like or dislike, tell me why in the comment section. A quick sentence. Why did I like this? Why did I dislike it? And let's open up the lines of communication. All right, guys. That is going to be it for today as we leave you with a scene of the ghetto. Be sure to like this video if you did like it. Happy Minecrafting. Peace.